Welcome. I hope you're hankering for another helping of the Thrift Store Rundown's Odyssey to the Oscars, where we bring the Academy Awards home on a budget. There are a lot of celebrity cookbooks out there. In fact, my local thrift store Unique is oftentimes abundant with them. But I have a staunch policy on celebrity cookbooks. Yes, they are technically related to pop culture, most definitely. But if they're celebrity cookbooks, they ought to have that spark. They ought to have that spunk. They ought to have that pizzazz factor. They ought to have some livelihood to them. If not, it's a no-go. This one is definitely creative. And creative for a cause, I might add. Eradicating childhood hunger in America. The lofty, yet honorable, and hopefully one day attainable goal of this cookbook. Cooking up an end to childhood hunger in America. A collaboration between Unilever Best Foods and the Entertainment Industry Foundation. Celebrities share their comments and favorite recipes to benefit hunger-free America. This was purchased for $3.49. A listing of all the contributors is featured in the back, and they're all presented in this way in alphabetical order. The beginning of the book shares pertinent information regarding what you can do to end hunger, childhood hunger, in America. Kids and families share their plight. Celebrities share their call to action, as well as industry leaders and insiders and experts from nonprofit organizations. And after all that pertinent and important information, we get down to the nitty-gritty of things. The recipes. We're going to be focusing on contributions from Oscar-winning actors and actresses because, well, this is still Odyssey to the Oscars. Rules apply. This is courtesy of the Bridges family. Yes, this is courtesy of Dorothy Bridges. Her layered vegetable herb salad. But I'm featuring the Bridges family as a whole because of Jeff Bridges. You know, Oscar-winning actor. He also provides the introduction for this book, which I'll show you a little bit later. By the way, there's a photograph for every recipe featured in here, which is an added plus, and for many recipes, there are recommendations on what beverages to serve with it. Mostly Unilever beverages. Mainly Lipton teas. Honorable mention, Erin Brockovich's angel hair pasta with grilled salmon. Why? Julia Roberts' Oscar-winning portrayal of Erin Brockovich, who looks rather sexy in this black and white photo right here. As does the picture of that angel hair pasta with grilled salmon. All recipes in here give you a preparation time and a cook time and a rest time if necessary. Here we have Ted Danson and Mary Steenburgen with Mary's Corn Spoon Pudding. Mary Steenburgen, Oscar-winning actress. By the way, all the photographs of the celebs featured in here are in black and white. Martin Landau's Caribbean Jerk Beef Steak. What can I do to help? I am asking my senator to support political action to end hunger in the greatest country on this planet. The lineup of celebs featured in here is really diverse. Of course, you have a couple of professional chefs like Chef Martin Yan, of course from Yan Can Cook, and Chef Leah Chase, may she rest in peace. But you also have a couple of journalists like Joe London and Katie Couric contributing too. Mickey and Jan Rudy's Mediterranean Mozzarella Salad. That would be the final recipe I'm featuring in here. The food stamp programs and school meal programs have served us well in the past. They need to be protected and made more accessible to the needy, especially our little ones. And to that end, I'm now showing you a state-by-state listing of all of the food banks near you. In New Jersey, that would be the Center for Food Action. Each state, by the way, lists its food bank, its telephone number and extension if necessary, and its regional statistics regarding hunger in its state. For New York, that would be the Nutrition Consortium of New York State, and for Connecticut, to complete the tri-state area, that would be the Connecticut Anti-Hunger Coalition and the Connecticut Food Bank. Some of the food banks here list their websites. Now, you should know, this book was published in 2001, so some of the websites and telephone numbers might have changed over time. This thing is 20 years old. But in its mission to eliminate childhood hunger in America, it is timeless, as it should be. The content is where you'll find a full listing of all the recipes, and this is the introduction by Jeff Bridges, and a special thumbs up for acknowledgement of the readers. Thank you for your participation by purchasing this book. Throughout its pages you will find important information to help end hunger in your community. My hope is that you will continue to be involved for as long as it takes to end childhood hunger in America. As far as the recipes themselves, well, I would say I'd rate them above average in the creativity department. The majority of the participants are not trained chefs. There are a couple in here, as I mentioned, one of them being Chef Leah Chase, Chef Martin Yan, and Chef Pepin. And no, I'm not talking Jacques Pepin. There's another Chef Pepin out there. But I have to say, the recipes are indeed above average in the creativity department. They have a slight amount of spunk, a slight amount of livelihood, a slight amount of spice that makes them stand out above the rest. Yet they still have that homey, familial, comforting, warm feeling to them that just makes you want to dive right into this cookbook right away. And remember, if you ever cook a recipe from this cookbook, well, that just means that a child will be able to enjoy a meal his or herself. So, give yourself a little pat on the back before you start eating. Now, if you're throwing a dinner party fundraiser, or just having a regular dinner party at home, or a family meal, serving delicious looking and smelling food on boring, bland dinnerware is just not acceptable. So I have one more item to share with you. I wanted to include this in my 2-key table review, but I simply forgot. But this is the last celebrity cookbook I'm going to be featuring in this series, at least for this year, so I don't want to forget now. Have a look at this. This is from Amscan. These are plastic or melamine dinner platters or lunch platters. They're square food platters that look like Hollywood clapperboards for directors. You know, director slates, Hollywood, production, director, camera, date, scene, take. These are hand washable only, and they're not to go in the microwave. And you can't put them in the oven either. And they're pretty durable too, so long as you follow their safety precautions. And so I give each of these items 5 out of 5 claps. Well, really, if you count all 3 of the items, that would be a total of 15 claps. Leave it up to the Dream Factory. And really, I should say, give it up for the Dream Factory for making a child's dreams of a full family meal come true. If that's the case, I ought to say, hooray for Hollywood. But please, do not shout it with your mouth full. And my apologies for not getting this fully fit in the frame, which is why I'm raising up my tripod so you can see this in all its glory. One of these celebrity-inspired or created recipes from this cookbook served on one of these 2 Hollywood director slate food platters. I don't know about you, but this is so Thrift Store Rundown, it's surprising. Thanks for watching. Tomorrow's another awesome day, so long as I catch you on the thrift side. Until then, stay golden.